for your child, hey, that's a good idea. Take them to the bank. Show them, how it works. In order to uh, have money, you have to save some of it. You can't spend every dime. And hey, the kids learn this from habits. They see that at home. They see where you buying things that you can't afford. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Don't worry about the Joneses. What you do, you sit and you look at your budget. You make your budget based on your income. And that's what they have to do. If they want that iPod and it costs X number of dollars or whatever electronic gadget it is, say, hey, here it is. It costs this, and you get your allowance is such and such. So how long is it going to take you to save it? When they have to save it, it makes a big difference. But when you just go in there and put your charge card out and get it for them, make them earn it. There's chores around the house that they can do. Get them into the economics of this country. And that's a good way to start with the young people. Don't give them everything. Make them earn it. Sometimes people are afraid to give their own kids assignment, like take out the garbage. Hey, cut the grass. Every week you're supposed to do certain chores around the house. Okay, you set up a system. You're supporting them anyway, so make them earn it. What's wrong with that? Yeah. Hey, I'll bet you most of you out there, you came up in an environment where your parents made you earn the things that you want, that they felt. Now these are things that you want, and they felt that you didn't need it. And how many times have you seen kids say, well, I need this? Only reason they need it is they're trying to keep up with their peer. That peer pressure is the greatest thing. So get involved with the economic development. This Prince George County has the greatest potential in the area. We have more open space and zoning around the various metro stations and the transportation than any other county in this area. So and next time you don't have anything to do, go down to a council meeting or go down to the Economic Development Corporation and find out how they function, or go to any part of the government and just take time. Don't sit at home and complain about, oh, well, they're going up on the fares, they're doing this, they're doing that. That's no good. You have to be part of your government. And the best part of the government is the economic part of it. That hurts everybody eventually. Maybe it doesn't hurt you because you don't ride metro, because you have your own car. Maybe you're in the economic bracket, you don't have to worry about basic things. But the idea is that you should know about them and know about government, especially the economic aspects. The world right now is going through all kinds of economics. Just let the kids, instead of watching them cartoons, let them look at what's happening in the world. Turn on some of the European channels. Turn on some of the educational channels and make that, hey, you want to see this? You have to look at this first. Make them aware of the things that's going on in the world economically. The world is suffering everywhere, not just here. So what are you going to do? You have to educate yourself in the economics of your environment, whether it's city, county, state, or whatever. And the way that you do that, you attend meetings. You attend council meetings. Don't sit back and wait for the paper or the television to give you information, because you're not going to get the real information. You have to go down there and check it for yourself. The government runs by the people. And if the people don't run the government, then the government runs the people. And a lot of that's going on now because people are not taking the time to get involved in their government, especially the economics. Every time you look, a tax is going up, something is now they're thinking about, hey, well, this deal with the taxes on, or they're going to have liquor delivered to the door. Things like, do you need that? You look at things like that are being proposed by anybody, whether it's the council or the county exec, whatever. You know what I mean? And you voice your opinion. You voice your opinion. They don't know when you're yelling in the kitchen or you're talking at the gym or that doesn't count. You got to go down and be present. And a lot of people don't want to pay the price to be active. There is a price to be active. And there's also a price to be inactive, because what happened, you're always, you don't have any input. You're basically, what are you doing? You after something happened, and you go and then you actually complain about it. You know, that's no good. But you can sit at home and complain if the government is doing things you don't like. What good is that? You got to be active. And your youngsters have to be active. And this economic corporation that Mr. Groves, Jason Groves, is involved in. He said, forget marching to the beat of his own drum. Jason Groves have been sounding off, worldwide, beyond the ascots and fedoras that gives him his look. The recently elected chair of the Prince George's Economic Development Corporation operates with passion and attitude slightly more aggressive than that of his colleague. At age 40, and having bought his first property at 28, here's a young man telling you about economics. But he bought his property at how many youngsters have bought their property at 28? Not many. He's among the youngest of all the nearly 15 boards he sits on, which includes the prestigious Greater Prince George's Business Roundtable. Here's a young man is showing you basically how it's done. And the oldest of the four, Grove believes that's what he has to do. He has to has his family involved. See, get the family, get the kids. Like I was saying, everybody has to share the load there. So what happened? My great-great-grandfather, John Groves, got the opportunity to break away from the enslaved bloodline as a result of a civil war. He stuck out west, changed his surname based on where he resided. It broke the cycle and gave our family a fresh start. He's talking about people that have set examples in the home. This is his grandfather. John Groves set an expectation in motion. It led to 3 generations of achievement. 3 generations. I just finished telling you about how important it is to influence your youngsters. I mean, give them the environment that's necessary for them to get involved in the economics of this country. That's what we have to do. Okay, the Grove family made significant and sometimes historical contribution. Grove said his grandfather, attorney and dean of the North Carolina Central University School of Law, Harry Edward Groves, 1976 to 1981. Also launched the night school at this school. His father was an orthopedic surgeon, and he graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point in 1969. Now, here's a young man that really is showing you how it should be done and the environment that you should prepare your child with. The environment of being involved in the community, being involved, look ahead, and economic, get involved in the business world. Hey, I heard a rumor that maybe the Redskins are going to come to Prince George. They're going to bring their training camp to Bowie State. Now, hey, you can check that out and support it if you like it. I think it's a good idea. They're going to bring economic development right over there at Bowie State University. They're around the MARC train station there. They're going to be building the Redskin camp, moving from Virginia. Hey, that's a rumor. Moving from Virginia to Prince George's County. And they'll be located only 10 miles from FedEx Field at Bowie State. Now, hey, that's a good rumor. That's something you can go out and talk about and support it. Why not? They're going to bring 200 jobs. That's how many people they have in the Redskins organization working over there in Virginia. And this is competitive. We're competing with Montgomery County. We're competing with the District of Columbia. Competing with the different Anne Arundel County, all of them, St. Mary's County. So what you have to do in order to boost your county, you got to be active. You know what activity is? That's catching. And what you need to do is get involved as far as you're concerned and get the youngsters involved. Hey, we talked about in the last commentary about camping, going out. That's what you need to do too. Make it a family affair. Whatever you do, make economics a family affair. Make the youngsters aware that, hey, it costs money to do this. You don't waste food, and you don't do, and your chores, I shouldn't have to tell you, to do weekly chores. The trash has to be emptied. Your room has to be clean. No, you have to do that. And then if they don't, well, you say, well, there's a reward for it. Well, since you did, I didn't have to badger you to clean your room or badger you to do your work and badger you to do your homework. You know what I mean? Set up a system in the house where they're rewarded for positive things. Well, hey, this has been Ed Brown. And wait till next time we're going to talk about a dynamic young man that's coming to Prince George's County. See you next time.